Welcome to Extreme Outdoor Survival, where we study survival through history, human behavior, and the realities most ignore. After years in the harshest environments, I've learned the most dangerous threat isn't outside, it's the voice in your head urging you to give up or panic. Survival is a psychological battle, fought long before your body gives out. Today we'll break down how the mind can be your greatest asset or your worst enemy. This isn't about motivation. It's about understanding the mechanics of survival and the skills that keep you alive. Let's explore the invisible line between adaptation and collapse. Collapse in the wild doesn't start with panic, it starts quietly, with denial. You ignore signs you're lost, clinging to the hope your plan still works. Instead of reassessing, you keep moving, wasting time and energy on routines that don't help. Lost hikers often focus on pointless tasks, like cleaning boots, instead of building shelter. This calm is deceptive. It's a misdirection of energy and a refusal to face reality. Every minute spent in denial is a minute lost for real action. Gathering firewood, finding water, building shelter. The real panic comes later, but by then, the damage is done. Collapse begins with a whisper, not a scream. Recognizing this quiet start is the first step to avoiding disaster. Don't let denial dig your hole deeper. Survival starts with seeing the truth, not hiding from it. Act before panic takes over. Adaptation starts with acceptance, not hope or bravado. It's the moment you admit, I'm lost, the plan failed, and this is my reality. Acceptance isn't despair. It's a clear-eyed assessment, like a pilot reading a checklist. The adaptive mind asks, what works here? What can I use? What skills matter now? Hope for rescue is passive. Acceptance is active. You shift from victim to participant, focusing on what you can control. Accept the cold. Build shelter, accept hunger, find food, accept solitude, make noise for safety. The environment doesn't care about your feelings. It responds to your actions. Survivors act on reality, not wishes. The first step isn't finding food or water, it's finding acceptance. That's when you stop being lost and start surviving. In survival, the environment rewards alignment, not brute effort. Fighting the wilderness wastes energy and resources. Adaptive thinkers work with the environment, using wind, terrain, and resources to their advantage. If a river blocks your path, follow it to a safer crossing instead of forcing your way through. Rigidity leads to wasted effort and failure. Flexibility leads to progress. Let go of failed plans and adapt to what's in front of you. Humility is key. Admit when your idea isn't working and change course. Whether it's hunting, traveling, or building shelter, adapt your strategy to the landscape. Collapse happens when you cling to the impossible. Adaptation is closing the gap between your plan and reality. Nature rewards those who adjust. In groups, collapse and adaptation are both contagious, but in different ways. Panic spreads fast. One person's fear can trigger a cascade of bad decisions. Groupthink fueled by fear drags everyone down, focusing on blame instead of solutions. But adaptation stabilizes. One calm, competent person can anchor the group, shifting focus to practical actions. Their steady example breaks the panic loop and restores rational thinking. Survival isn't about silencing fear, but acting despite it. Adaptive individuals become the group's center of gravity. Strong groups survive not by avoiding fear, but by following adaptive leadership. Be the anchor, not the panic. Adaptation isn't a trait you're born with, it's a skill you train. Survivors break big problems into small, manageable tasks. Find water this hour, gather firewood next. They focus on immediate actions, not distant outcomes. This keeps the mind productive and crowds out anxiety. They accept discomfort as normal, working around it instead of wasting energy complaining. They know the difference between pain to push through and pain that signals danger. Most importantly, they avoid emotional forecasting, knowing that feelings change and despair at dusk can turn to hope at dawn. Emotions are like weather. Observe, prepare, but don't let them dictate your actions. Train these habits, and you build mental armor. Adaptation becomes your default, collapse avoidable. Survival is a practiced mindset. Survival isn't about gear, it's about mindset. Denial and rigidity drag you down. Acceptance and adaptability keep you alive. These principles apply everywhere, not just the wild. If you want real survival knowledge, subscribe to Extreme Outdoor Survival. When pushed to your limit, your mind decides the outcome. Train it, focus on the next right action, and you give yourself a fighting chance. Stay prepared, stay smart, and stay alive.